Why didn't you stop and say, Mr. President, this is wrong. I cannot discuss this with you?
It's a great question. Maybe if I were stronger, I would have. And look, I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope there are tapes.
Oh, Lordy. Judge Jeanine Pirro is here. So is there any penalty for being weak?
Well, you know what I think is so amazing about this is that Jim Comey comes across as someone who is so wily and so calculating. He's a predator. He makes the decision that the president is going to lie to him before he even has his first meeting. And so he decides that he's going to start recording or memorizing what was said in their conversations. And then he gets to the point where he says, you know what, I'm going to leak this stuff now. Why is he so comfortable leaking? What is it about his history, his background as a prosecutor? And what I would want to know is he the leaker? Is he the guy who was so comfortable? And the answer to why he didn't leak it himself about the seagulls on the beach and my wife was hogwash. Yeah. It was a distraction. And you know what? He did the same thing just now with the senator. What he said basically was, Lordy, I hope there are tapes. Well, that doesn't answer the question as to why someone else was asked.
Does it matter who he leaked it to? Because Daniel Richmond isn't just a buddy. I've been talking about this.
This guy is a liberal guy. Look, he worked with them in the United States. He worked with them in the U.S. Attorney's office. He was the appellate attorney there. You develop a very close relationship, I know from being DA, with my appellate people, okay? You talk to them about serious issues. But the fact that he was so comfortable that he did this to a liberal professor, and it's linked to the... It tells me that this isn't the first time that the guy's leaked. It tells me he's a predator. He was looking to take Donald down, or the president down, excuse me, and what he wanted to do was preserve himself. He is an operator. He is part of the Washington elite.
Well, I tell you what, it's interesting, though. Why didn't he leak out, if he did do a bunch of leaking, and some people are saying that, why didn't he leak out the Loretta Lynch stuff last year, where she told him, you know, when he's talking about the criminal investigation into Hillary Clinton, she goes, don't call it an investigation. We'll call it a matter of fact. She was influencing the campaign and the election.
I am outraged because this is where the investigations need to go. This is where Senate Intel needs to focus right now. Loretta Lynch, we know, improperly met with Bill Clinton, the spouse of a target of an active criminal investigation. She never admitted that she did it until she was caught. She uses the language of the Clinton campaign, and then she doesn't really do anything other than to promote the theory that nothing is going on here.
We still don't know what that memo is, and it can only be told by people behind closed doors that he may have read. Now, what I think is underreported is the fact is that he said, if I get this out to the New York Times, my hope is to get my side of the story out and launch a special counsel. Really? Yeah. Now all of a sudden, a guy that's not going to be investigated, you're determined to get a special counsel? Is this about revenge?
It's clearly about revenge. This is a setup. This is a predator who is setting up the president, as opposed to saying, you know, Mr. President, I know you're new to government, and I know that this isn't something you're comfortable with, but, you know, we're really not supposed to be talking about this kind of thing. He could have helped him in a very simple way. He refused to do it.
He froze. He was so shocked that Mike Flynn's name was brought up.
Jim Comey is not afraid of anyone.
Not Captain Courage.
Yeah, well, you know what? I love the way he nuanced that one himself.
I've got a feeling you got plenty to talk about this weekend.
Wait until my open this weekend.
All right.